Have you ever sat back and thought how important you are to your family? That's something I was just really sitting here thinking about. It's your favorite businessman, CEO Rico. And but this one, I want to talk to all the dads, right? So I'm out driving, doing my thug thing, and it's just a thought popped up in my head where I was just thinking about my son, I was thinking about my daughter, right? And I was just really thinking about when I come into my house, as soon as I come in, kid you not, either my son or my daughter, they are rushing up to me, right? And of course it's because they miss me. But it's just the look on their face when they see me. And it's like, man, I'm gone all day doing my thing or whatever. And when I come, it's like an instant, like, oh my God, dad. It's like the love and appreciation for me. And it really blows my mind. Same thing when it comes to my fiance as well. You know, it's not it's not as the same as my kids, but it's still like the appreciation that's there. And it's like, man, I look out. Wait. Hold on. You telling me you still haven't started that business yet? What are you waiting for? You do know the longer that you wait, the longer it's gonna take you to put up numbers like this. Oh wait, hold on. You one of the ones that actually like somebody telling you how much you can make on your paycheck, right? Hey, I'm your favorite businessman, CEO Rico, and I'm here to help you get started with starting and growing your business. Now, I'm offering an opportunity to hold your hand and walk you through the process of starting and growing your business, just like I have with many other entrepreneurs. I know for a fact that I can get you from point A to point B. And here's the best part: if I don't provide you value and get you up and established, I'll give you my services absolutely for free. Now, this opportunity is very limited and it's only open to the next 10 people that go down and click this link and get started. I can only accept people who are ready to take action or who are ready to make moves. Them the only people that I'm looking to work with. Now, my question is that you, or are you going to continue to go let somebody else control your life? And I see you on the other side into, the world. And it's like, dads, we don't really get showcased a lot. And sometimes, I really don't care, because it's like at the end of the day, I don't need me personally, I don't need the satisfaction or the gratification from the public, because it's not their job. But I get it from my kids on a daily basis. Well, I get it from my family on a daily basis. And it really blows my mind because it shows the importance of how valued and important that we are to them. And it's like, as men, well, as dads, let me specify dads, as dads, it's like, it's not really our job to always necessarily be there on an everyday, all day basis. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you know, sometimes you get tired of people. I know that sounds funny, right? But by you not being there, it's like it's a build up and it's an anticipation for when you are arriving. We have to go out, we have to go fight the world, we have to go do these different things to take care of our families. And it's like, I honestly believe that's where the true appreciation, and that's where our true value is really coming from. It's the fact that we not there. And it's like it's building up this, when my dad gonna be here? And it's like, I never had that growing up, right? And people like to talk about, they like to talk about all the negative things when it comes to dads. But they don't a lot of there's not a lot of conversation in regards to the positivity of dads. Now, I understand negativity is always louder than positivity. Perfectly fine. But when you actually understand the positive impact that you make in your family's lives, it's a real great feeling. And sometimes we really don't sit back and think about that. We really don't sit back and think about what we're bringing, what we're doing to them, that foundational structure, that appreciation that they have for us, because they see us doing so much. Listen, my kids see me. They see what I do on a daily basis. They see I'm gone all day. You know what I'm saying? doing something that I hate doing while I'm building my businesses, right? Because I just closed down 2 businesses and I'm building 2 additional businesses, right? And I always still instill certain things in them. Like, for instance, we just implemented to where they have to read an hour every night. Like, period. You got to read at least an hour every night before you go to bed. We instill values where as soon as you wake up, you got to make your bed up and clean your room before you leave this house. And if you don't do it when you get back home, get straight to it. But it's like, even though they hate these things, they still, I know deep down inside, they still appreciate the hell out of what we're teaching them, even though they don't even understand it yet. But it's like, by instilling these values and then leaving and us not being there, they see the value, they feel the appreciation, they feel the love, and they see it because we give it to them on a daily basis. And it's like I said, me just sitting there thinking about it, because there's times where my kids just pop up in my head, or my baby just pop up in my head, and it's like I miss them because it's like I'm not in their presence and vice versa. And it's like I just sit and I get to thinking about, the memories, to where it's like what we did earlier, what we did yesterday, what we did the day before. Like, when my daughter called me, she just called. Not granted, my daughter called me, and 9 times out of 10 when she's calling me, I know she wants something, right? But she tries to play it off, and it's so funny because I never understood this when my mom would tell me that she always knows when something is wrong with me, right? Like, if I got an attitude or something like that. I never understood. I'm talking like, you don't know me. What you talking about? Like, you don't know when I got an attitude. You don't know me. But it took for me to have my own kids, where it was like I understand where my mom was coming from, far as when she say, like, I know when you got an attitude, because I watched my children transition through their emotions, help them work through their emotions. And when they have an attitude, I instantly can see it, because it's like, bro, I watched you develop from the time you shot out your mama, bro, to now, where you at currently in life. I've seen the transition. I paid attention to it. So when you got a little attitude, you have a certain energy around you. You have a certain mood. You have a certain facial expression. You don't talk as much. You don't move the same way. You don't hold your head the same way. You don't smile the same way. So it's like, I know when something is wrong with you. But when my son calls me, he called literally just because he missed me. Like, there's even been times where my son, he have an attitude with his mama, but even without the attitude, he be like, "Don't talk to my dad like that." Like, don't talk to my dad like that. He'll say goodnight to me sometime, and not even say nothing to his mama. And it's funny to me, because it's funny, but of course, I also redirect him to help him understand, like, nah, bro, we don't operate like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, say goodnight to your mom, show your mom that you love her, of course. And not saying that he don't. I'm just saying we have his little attitudes. Still tell her that, because she wants to feel that appreciation. But like, man, my kids adore me, man. And it's like, I never felt that growing up, for a whole bunch of different reasons that we ain't even got to get into. But I never felt that. But I just know that I wanted to be an amazing dad, even though I was never taught how to be an amazing dad. But it's like, I had an idea on what it was to be an amazing dad. And it's like, we're not going to get things perfect. There's no book to life and parenting and things like that. But there are certain, like, I think there are just like certain natural things where it's just like like, all right, bro, you didn't have that. That's something that you wanted. So why not give it to your children as they grow? Like, one thing that I implemented very beginning, I always tell my kids, I love you. And I always give them a hug and a kiss. Now, I didn't get that growing up. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm not saying like it's necessarily a bad thing or a good thing. I'm not upset about it or anything like that. But that's something that I didn't get. And it's nobody's fault. But that was just something I'm like, you know what? I think my kids, they gonna need that. That's something that they actually need from me, because they always need to feel and understand and know that no matter what, they always got daddy's love. always, no matter what. And when I'm not here, I believe that they feel it. I feel like sometimes it's like I need my daddy love. So when my son called me, he like, Dad, where you at? Like, what time you coming home? I miss you, Dad. Stuff like that. That like, I ain't no soft dude. But that junk like be getting to me, like, dog, my kids like they adore me, bro. And it's a great feeling. It's really a great feeling. So I just wanted to share that. Like, especially with all my other dads. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if you're a dad, man, pour that love into them kids, man. Cause they need it. They need to know. They need, when you gone, they need to still feel that love from you. They need to know you out there hustling for you and them. But at the end of the day, they need to know that when daddy come home, everything gonna be all right.